Good evening. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, we're back with another week of One Piece trading card game here at the Oviedo Mall tonight, joined by Mark, Alex, and myself. Yeah, we've got a couple of people setting up the first game already, so we'll get official confirmation here in a second. But I believe it's Evan versus Goblin. Evan R.
Yep.
On Lucci, and Goblin on, I believe, RP Law.
Yeah, which is kind of not like him.
I would he goes between a couple of decks as I recall. Although right now I'm struggling to recall which. But I mean, let's see what kind of spices in those RP Law decks of in that RP Law list of his. Maybe we'll see some Shariah, as I see some come in and out of lists today.
Yep.
I'm sure we'll see some Reiju.
Oh,
many? I guess the question is, how many Reiju does he see? Right, because
Yeah.
those are like the cards that
Yeah,
like bail
and-
the RP Law player out of a bad situation of being like I've been playing a lot of like starving the law out, but what gets him out of it? Reiju every
Yeah.
time, right? So it's like, oh, they hit Reiju. Oh, but how many did they hit? Did they have a good day?
And then the other one is was it Miss All Sunday? 'Cause
Yeah.
I know that's hit
Oh,
or
yeah.
miss if they actually play him or not.
Oh, whether it's in the list at all or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some do what, like 3 sometimes,
Some-
but most on average I've seen 2.
Yeah, I think it's 2 or 3 typically.
Cool. Yeah. So let's definitely see what kind of spices in that RP Law list on Evan's side. Of course, the Lucci. Now, Lucci has been for me personally, in my own Lucci list, it's been cool to see the variation amongst players. Some choose to go no Stussy whatsoever. Some do Ishos in their list. Of course, all pretty much do Gecko Moria. So interesting. We'll see what we have here.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe we're going, first on Evan?
I
Second with Goblin?
I know Evan won the die roll.
Oh, yeah.
But
Surely
I did not
surely
see-
as Evan, if he won the die roll, he may want to go second, right?
Yeah.
We'll see. Looks like we're getting some friendly depths in there from a representative of the Goblin side. As he makes his mysterious exit. As he so mysteriously arrived. But yeah, welcome everybody as we get settled in here for our first game. We're still shuffling up, deciding on our hands here as Evan. Surely he wants to see that stage, right? Starting off off the rip with that stage. Best case scenario, you in your turn you activate stage. Yeah, looking really good. We'll see what he gets. Plays here and now.
Shout out to our chat as well. We already got the homies flowing in. Bootron and Cinder. 2 super homies. Welcome in.
Welcome. And I believe we are away. Of course, Law will just be passing. There's seldom anything they're going to do on turn 1. Tap 2. What do we see? Stageroo.
All right.
Oh, yeah. And we're rolling. Gas is here. All right. And 3. I can't really see the hand here. Oh!
Yeah, I figured that's probably what he would do.
Full 8. Yeah, maybe feigning no, certainly. Well, a lot of things might get popped from here on out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lucci straight up starting with the stage. That's -2 on everything from this point out. So maybe a Zorujoro, which normally could have been dropped here on 3 against any other deck, may not be safe anymore. Oh, we're going to see a Khalifa getting dropped. Not a common drop for me on 4 usually, but
no,
an
not at
option.
all.
An option. We're going to see some, I believe that's some card filter. See what he chooses to trash. Another copy of the Tempest Kick. Love that card. Tempest Kick. I end up the Spandine. And looks like that's our target. And, yep. A 4K body. Law will... This is kind of like a soft skill check, right? Do we allow this Khalifa to stay on the board as Law? Do we care enough to, like, drop and reduce it that much? Because it is a 4. We're going to counter that swing for 5. Not accepting that on Evan's side.
Yeah, there's just not. I don't think there's much like real value,
right?
From really just reducing it.
Like you're doing a lot. That's a lot of effort, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a lot of effort. So for 5 here, you usually see maybe a Eustace Kid.
Possibly.
Possibly. Miss Sunday. Still not able to really see what's in the hand.
I
there
see.
as,
I do see Kid.
as Goblin.
I do see Kid. I think I saw the 4-drop Law.
Right. And now you're thinking, all right, that 5 is a 3, right? Anything is -2 because of that stage.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh, Zoro coming down, doing a big old 7 swing.
That's kind of interesting.
In the early days, certainly like red versus black, red's aggression. There's a lot to put a lot of decks down at the time, like Rob Lucci back then, right? So seeing these red aggressors coming in like Zoro, Kid, and Killer, maybe that's our route as Goblin, because understanding the stage present will make it difficult to establish bodies, keep them on board as Goblin. At least the Zoro already did its job, right?
Yeah. I also find this kind of interesting that Evan decided to grab. Is it? Wait, no. It's CP. Never mind.
It's CP?
Yep.
Oh.
That's CP.
You know what we saw in that list there, or rather in the trash? We saw Nisho get trashed.
Yes.
Firstly, he plays Isho. Probably, I've heard reports of some people trying to get funky with some 4s, and that's a little crazy, too spicy for me, but I could see 2.
Yeah, I think a lot of people now are opting to go for Isho just because it's a good card.
It is solid, right? It's the question of like a lot of colors, a lot of decks have answers to large drops, right? So it's to the credit of those that are trying to go with a full 4. Like if my Isho sticks, I likely win. So more copies make sense. We see Evan here doing a small little 5 to wither away the hand. I could also see, yep, there it is. The removal on, of course, the Zoro. It's down to a 1 because of that stage. Yeah. Alternatively, I could have seen, of course, I think Goblin would have let it go, a 5 swing into the Zoro, right? Because obviously we're just doing that to get cards out of hand. We'll just let it die.
Yeah.
But could have given Evan another option of what to drop, maybe. I can't tell if that's a Sabo, the big Sabos. I wasn't able to tell. Could have been a copy. There's something else in his hand. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we see a Miss Sunday as our choice of, and again for the value, the on play, right? We get a Dawn rested, and we also get a card because we are at what it looks like at least before that 8 Dawn, and we're drawing 2 cards off of a Reiju. So we saw a Reiju, and so far we've seen at least 1.
I think yeah. Yep.
Even prizes. So we get closer to being able to establish some huge drops here on Evan's side, such as Isho, Moria. I do like the plan of trying to establish Isho, get its value, and then going into the Moria. Right? If my Isho can stick, I probably won.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Oh, so that is a Sabo in hand.
Very good. Love Sabo. Very useful card for taking on multiple targets.
Yep.
Very dual. Oh, here it is. As foretold. Sabo doing his thing, taking out 2 characters. Passing it back over to Law. But Law has a decent amount of Dawn here. You know, we have to do things slightly differently than we would against other decks. Oh man, we saw a second Reiju this game. Right, that should be like its own counter for the Law deck. Like Law fans would be watching and going, yeah, he got a second Reiju. It's like, all right, nerds. And are we seeing a 7 go to life? Probably. Or are we? Oh, he's thinking that one through.
Yeah, I think he might just swing.
It's 3 cards
5.
in hand. And I mean, are we swinging with? Oh, we're doing 6. Okay, 3 cards in hand. Is there a 2K in that hand? Because that. Nope. That tells me you don't. Oh, trigger.
That's
Tempest Kick.
Yeah.
He's not gonna trigger it. Nah, there's no need to. I don't think you have a follow up. No, it's not your turn anyway. So yeah, and then we're gonna ramp with the Bon Clay, Mr. 1, 2.
Yep, and then play
Sanji Blocker.
Yeah, that's
solid.
Really good.
Yeah, Sanji Blocker with that useful ability. In hand, it can be reduced by a cost of 3 if you have 2 or less Dawn than your opponent. So fantastic. Of course, Bond Clay is able to soft the counter large drops here, copy the attack power. And then we have a Sanji blocker, which is usually a higher cost body, and we're getting value for just playing it for less. Terrific tools on the side of Law. How will Evan respond? Gonna see a 5 to life, reduce something by 1. Not sure that Evan has chosen. We're gonna choose Mr. 2. Bring that thing down to 3. Of course, with stage, it could go down to 1.
What's going on, Keck?
Evan is known to be a very thoughtful, meticulous player here, so I'm sure he's thinking all this through. Seeing into the future. Can't tell if that's an ACOS Moria in hand or not. I know I saw him trash one off a couple of mills. Yep, see an easy counter there for 1. Giving rid of the Law. And which is cool. Law wanting to stay at 3. Okay, yeah, definitely gonna see the further reduce onto. Cool. So now that thing is down to, I believe, it's down to at least 1. Yeah, we haven't seen stage used yet. Brook, awesome. Taking it down further, 1 more, of course, taking it out at a cost of 0. Gonna further reduce. Oh yeah, and Kaku will come and take care of the Sanji. 2 bodies for 2 bodies. And we're gonna see another swing for simply 5, I think.
Yep, only 5.
Awesome. And we'll finally take this 3rd life. Now another 6. Oh, do we counter this for 2? Because we're gonna take an 8 here. No, Sabo's an 8 or a 9.
Sabo, I believe, is a 9.
But it will attack, presumably, this turn. Yeah, to put him in exactly the worst position. I mean, he's taking all these small swings. Yep, there it is. Cool. This is cool. Oh man. This is certainly a come at me, bro. Like, pull up.
Yeah,
moment.
Yeah, Goblin definitely has to go for game here.
You know, in the name of fairness, they're both doing removal things in just different ways, and we've known Law to be like really, really good at this for a while. Maybe it's fine. You know, it's fine. Lucci is still relatively new kid on the block and getting in on the whole character removal action.
Ooh.
Big board presence. Big old swing for 8. Gotta be on life. I mean, we are staring at a board full of characters, but I mean, ooh. I mean, a kid and killer can always take the day.
Yeah, that's the thing right here. He definitely Goblin could definitely just go ahead and
your maths are on point, Keck.
Yeah, Keck.
I can't argue with that.
But Evan, Goblin definitely needs to just go ahead and play this Kid and Killer.
I see some Dawn there still,
Yeah.
we had to send back a little bit. So he doesn't have a full 10. Of course, he had to play this with more Dawn than he usually would. Again, taking this matchup a different approach. But yeah, he doesn't have he's not at full power to make the biggest play possible. But there it is. Kid and Killer.
Yeah.
9?
He gets out of that.
Yep, that's it. The 0 cost plus the 2k is enough counter to survive. And yep, Goblin just showing us that he's toast on the clap back. So Evan will take this game, Lucci versus RP Law. Yep, that was exciting. And yeah, that was great to see again. Law's had its day to just take the whole format by storm, removing things. So it's nice to see another deck get in there.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely interesting to see how Goblin played that out too, because I didn't think most Law players would stay at 3 life for a while.
3, right? And we noticed again it's awkward because hitting the stage off the rip essentially, right? For Evan, everything was going to be at -2 cost. So your typical strategy for stabilizing, maintaining a board, it's got to change. Lucci forces that.
Yo, what's good, Russ?
Hey,
How's it going?
so I mean, I believe Goblin approached that the best way he thought he could, and he lasted as long as he could. Definitely at the end there, right? I mean, if that hand was full of non-counter as Evan, that last kid killer could have stolen the day. So I think he did everything he could have in that moment to make it as close of a game as possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll go say what's up to everyone, and for those of you welcome, hello, and we'll see you soon. And we're back with round 2. We're setting up here in just a minute, joined by a familiar face here, the Poopster. I don't think he has another name. And a relative unknown to the scene. I believe his name is Tyler Chaplin, but I could be mistaken.
I think he's been lost for a while.
Lost?
Yeah.
Expand on that.
His name sounds familiar. You know,
I don't think that's right.
It sounds
somehow it doesn't seem so.
It sounds like someone who, what was it? He got a third?
Third?
Was it fourth?
Fourth?
In
not first.
Not first.
Not
no,
first.
not first.
Not first. But he did get one, right?
Yeah, he was up there. I'm pretty sure.
He did get one. Okay. Okay, cool. So he's all right at this. He's all right at this. And I think we see Tyler on the Bonney.
Yes.
All right. I think he has some spice in that list that we'll see here shortly.
Yes.
Look at that smile.
Look at that yump.
And then Pooby, I think he usually plays some, in fairness, and he knows this, some gimmicky purple decks.
Yeah.
I think he switched gears.
Yeah.
Looks like we're seeing some a Black Moria on his side. And I've seen that in his rotation, so it's not like an unknown pick for him. Yeah. So both players here are setting up, of course, 2 friendlies. Very familiar with both of them. Pooby. But we're going to see the matchup between Bonney and Moria play out here. So I believe, typical Lucci black mono deck has the advantage against Bonney, but maybe Moria, it does do some things differently in its goal as a deck. So maybe it can also have the same advantage, but we'll see what kind of spice is in Tyler's deck to maybe close that gap a little bit. Maybe make it more 50-50.
Poopy has his playmat backwards, guys. I don't know if you noticed this, but
I suppose if you'd ask Pooby, he might say Tyler has his mat backwards. But Pooby's a wild man. Look at him. So yeah, we'll see if the removal pressure from Gecko Moria is able to be too much on Bonney. But besides the typical resting effects, we also have more aggressive effects like KOing rested characters. So maybe we'll see some removal on Tyler's side as well. We'll see if he has some spice to deal with the removal from the black side. Of course, there is no stage like we see in the Lucci decks here in this case, but we'll see. Of course, our Thriller Bark Pirates take the seas here in just a moment. Our life is getting totaled. Didn't see who's taken first, but we'll find that out here in just a second as players are rolling. And Moria is on first. May be ideal, but of course it is ideal for Bonney to go second as well. Tyler's not starting with the Jewelry Bonney 1-drop.
No.
Passing.
He whiffed on the.
Yeah.
Clearly, you know.
And we're going to do 6 on the Bonney, presumably taking it as Tyler. And we're going to see our mills. Ooh. And it looks like we're going to choose to get rid of the 0 cost from the Perona, and they're going to take our life. So things going according to plan as Moria. See how the pressure on the hand hurts Tyler as the game goes on. Perona's kind of annoying. Ah, there it is. Bonney. I wonder if he just top drew it.
He did.
He did?
Yeah.
Ah, all right. Well, still keeping the Dawn up, right, for the leader ability.
Yep.
So make that somewhat of a nuisance for Pooby's characters in regards to swinging. Of course, here we see Poobie on his 5 Dawn turn. Some things on 5 that we can do include, of course, 5 drop Sabo. If we swing with one of these, the other one gets rested, so we probably are swinging with leader, right, to get value.
Yeah.
So this Perona is likely getting rested. Do we swing in a Bonney? Are we planning to remove the Bonney? Which probably just, I can see, oh man, we saw that an Absalom in the Doctor hit the trash there from the first rate. That's pretty good, right?
Mhm.
2 Thriller Bark, 2 pretty decent Thriller Bark. I see a 6, tap 2, leader swing. Trash Hogback. We see another Hogback.
And a Suru?
I was going to say, we're grabbing the Absalom. Yes, we're certainly going to pop the Bonney. And of course, with leader skill here, Bonney is going to choose to rest a Perona as we, yeah, that makes sense. Of course, both characters are played down and both have 5, so we're choosing the Perona to rest. Passing it back over to Tyler, who countered a 2 and didn't take that swing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, quick 5, restanding 2 with the Cavendish drop. Awesome character. If it's able to stay, of course, it'll gain value from when it's attacking, and it can restand some down in the future. See, we take that 7, leaving 1 Dawn up. Yeah, choosing to not go for the character Perona that's rested. And of course, that Perona will just come back and possibly hurt Tyler in the future. So we'll just leave the units on board. Still leaving up 1 Dawn to have a choice between 3 targets, so which we can rest. Yeah, cards that in this matchup Tyler would like to see, I'm sure, would include that Basil Hawkins. Yes, Basil Hawkins is just a very annoying card for the black mono decks to remove, as most of the time Hawkins will stay, resting another character to get out of its conundrum. And of course, if you choose to be aggressive with it, it's a blocker that's a 7k power. So that's going to eat some cards as well. Very strong card. Looks like Poobie's doing some maths. Starting to enter that phase of the game for Moria.
Mm-hmm.
But really, as Poobie, I wonder if he's thinking what else Tyler has in store, drop-wise, character-wise. We didn't see a Hawkins come down, right? So maybe he's thinking, oh, I mean, Hawkins may come down the next turn. So what do I do to deal with that? And the response is probably, as Poobie, just try to get as big of a board as possible, because that Basil is going to be in your way, and you got to be able to be ready to hit with a value of 7 to match it, right? So, and that can't be while Bonnie's resting you. You can't have 3 bodies, 2 and a leader. You need more of a board in the long game. Unless you're able to remove and match pressure that way. It's fine. We're seeing a 5. And we're going to... So we're not using leader. Of course, we are on 8 anyway. Now we're on 7, of course. 7. So we're not Moriaing. So we just did a 5. Of course, we countered... Not sure. Did Tyler take that 5 swing or counter with the 2K? In which case, did he draw all 2Ks?
He countered it.
So he drew all 2Ks. Or he's selectively keeping some of his 1Ks. Right? Using a 2K for a 5K swing. Of course, Poobie, what are we doing here? Sir. Oh? An 8 swing? Leaving forward Dawn for maybe a Rebecca? No. A 2 and a 5? Poobie putting us through it here. It's like a 7 swing coming down to leader. We're going to force Tyler to take that 4th life. Of course, he does.
He does grab the Hawkins off of that.
Big boy. And all right, we're going to save our characters from card effect destruction here with Sabo protecting them. Draw 2, trash 2. Getting rid of at least Absalom. I'm not able to really see what else is in Poopy's hand right now, but presumably, hopefully for him, a Moria for later. And depending on Tyler's top end, some Bonney lists play the Rosinante, the Eustace Kid, 9-drop Zoro, 10-drop Doflamingo, so we'll see. Certainly got to think some combinations of those high ends for some Moria. But of course, we'll see a simple pass back over, establishing the Sabo. 3 life. Looks like about 6 or 7 cards in hand, so a pretty decent position as Poobie. Over on Tyler's side, we still have the Cavendish, which is strong, so we can get some value if we swing, and we can restand some Dawn. So I'm wondering if Tyler's reading that out, maybe mapping out a good line of play here. We're going to use all but 2 Dawn and establish our Hawkins. Now, when we swing here, we should be restanding 2 more, so we're swinging 8, I believe. Restanding 2, there it is. We're doing 8 into lead. Forcing 2 cards out of Poobie's hand here, if he so chooses. Feel like here, do you take this one?
I think you do.
Not like not a terrible amount of like a huge amount of cards in Poobie's hand. Where like I don't know, maybe you probably think, oh, this Bonney has to swing, right? So it's probably gonna be at most it could be a 7. It's not gonna be a 7. It's probably gonna be a 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take this one, counter the next one, but okay,
Sure.
we're gonna do okay, yeah. But now you've given Tyler an option to swing into life or swing into your character. I think we might swing into Sabo. But I can also see Tyler valuing going for him. Now, in any case, Poobie's going to 2K counter that as well. So we countered both swings, keeping both characters and both life totals.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. We'll crack on. Hopefully see a Moria come down this time on 9. Or maybe Poobie has other things in mind. But establishing that that Hawkins is now gonna and Poobie carefully reading that. Yes, of course. If Basil Hawkins would be removed from the field, it can rest the character to get out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if everything is tapped,
It's just an easy way to get around it.
It will be removed.
Yeah.
Very. I've been practicing a lot blue versus green, so I know it's very doable with blue. Very doable with blue. So we'll see if Poobie can do it here. Remove the Basil Hawkins. That would be quite a feat. I feel like most games you just have to kind of deal with the Basil Hawkins and just power through it. But yeah, it'll be exciting if combination of Lucci and Basil decks. Lucci and Moria decks tonight remove Basil Hawkins successfully. Maybe a small little counter for that as well. Okay, Poobie having a large think, but it looks like we might be smacking for 6. I say that because it seems we're not decided yet.
Yeah, he's in that tank.
Poobie looks like every poker player I've ever envisioned. I think he's just missing sunglasses. But it's like if I was just at some place and there was like poker on the screen and I glanced, this is the image I would say. Very, very thinking. Large think mode.
Okay, so we're gonna take
we're
that
taking
7.
it. We're taking that for a 7, yeah. Oh, wow. So we play some of the zero cost events here, which is great as a trigger, as well as protection, right? But the trigger will rest a 4 or less. And that's really fun when you're already worrying about a Dawn. So we managed to rest both leader. The Sabo, of course, swung, right? So it's going to be tapped on its own.
Yep.
But the Absalom was also tapped. And, of course, we're going to do a 5 swing. And Tyler's just going to go 7. And everything is now tapped. There will be a Sabo dropped here, popping the Cavendish. of course, now it's still a nice board that's on Poobie's side, but see how many cards are in Tyler's hand here. I mean, it's normal for the green deck to just take life and just it only looks like there's about 6 or 7 cards. Not as large of its hand as I'd like him to have, but he is against Moria, so. And also, it is a slightly, it's not very control-centered, this Bonney deck, rather, and it has been doing a great job at controlling the board. What I mean to say is it's not featuring some of the Doflamingo package, some like the 2-drop blocker, for example. So we're seeing variation in the Bonney list, which is pretty cool. It looks like we're doing a 5 into Perona.
Yeah, I think he's gonna probably drop the 10 drop, or he was thinking about it. I don't know.
Well, we are on 10. I don't hate the, there is a big boy on the board here on the opposition, right? The Sabo. So forcing cards out of Poobie's hand, attacking these characters, and then going 10 drop, freeze. Thanks for the cards. And then, back on Poobie, yeah, he can swing with
Sabo.
And one other character, because there's 3 out there.
Yeah.
Well, this Sabo went for life, not a character. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, and then we'll stun the leader, blocker Sabo, and yeah, Absalom. I like that. I like that little notation. Of course, in One Piece that means nothing, but in Pokemon that means they're confused.
Yeah, they do look a little confused.
Aren't they? I mean, isn't that what the Doflamingo effect is about? You're suddenly like, yeah, I'm good.
So you're just
Let's do
confused
it.
about a lot of things.
Who's sure about anything? There's math and everything else is debatable. Yeah, as Poobie here. We can attack with our Perona and our big boy Saba. We have other cards in hand. I don't think we have very many cards in hand.
No, I think it was
4?
Yeah, that's 4 on Poobie. So.
Yeah, 4 on Poobie's for sure. Two, and the rest of his done. 8. Didn't see a Moria in that trash, so it's not thinking. Yeah, he doesn't have one because they're in there. But so I like, because we did have to do a Flamingo. I kind of like this Sabo attacking into the Basil. What do you think? I mean, for a Dawn, right? To put it at 9 to 7.
Yeah, like I don't
Force
hate
Tyler
it.
force Tyler to give up some cards. Tyler also doesn't have a ton of cards in that hand.
I think Tyler has like 6. So he's
Oh. Are we planning for the reduce or the removal of Doflamingo? That's quite a tall order there, bud. Do you have enough money for that? So we have -3, putting it down to 7. Some typical numbers were usually like 3 for Kaku, 2 and 1 for Lucci, 7. Of course, we used 1 Dawn here.
just 1, yeah.
Could be a Stussy. You wouldn't have had to reduce for that, but you would probably pop the Absalom.
You still do.
Why would you need to reduce for Stussy? Stussy is just a KO a character. Give up one of yours.
No, I think it's like a specific numbered character.
Stussy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong.
I think he's wrong. So
I don't know. Every time that
looks
I've
like-
seen it played against me, they always reduce the character.
No, every time it's used against you, you're just like, oh, because it's Stussy. And so, yeah.
Okay.
Alex, I'll see you in my office after class.
It's been a day.
Not sure if he loved what he got off the brand new there, but I mean, maybe looking for we see an Ice Age. So we can go even further with a reduction here, putting down to at least 2.
To go even further beyond.
Even beyond. Bad Bath and beyond. Down to 2. So we can remove it with some conventional means, Rob Lucci, etc. Too bad we can't, tap these characters and try to make a removal for the... Well, again, we could. I mean, I'm sure Poobie's thought about it, is attacking into the Basil for a couple of cards out of Tyler's hand, and then if we know we're able to remove the Doffy, then yeah, that's great, right? We attacked into Basil, trying to get it off the board. Tyler gives up a couple of cards for it, and we take the Doffy out anyway. Would be a pretty strong turn for Poobie. Of course, Poobie could just be deciding here to throw his Don on Sabo and swing. So I don't know. We'll see what he does. Is that 3 Don? 2 Don? Okay. Going up to a weird number. All right. I think that's Sabo's an 8, so we're at 10. 10 is a 7. Forcing the 0 cost event to save it. And other things. Right. Tough choices, Tyler. We're giving up the cards. Now we are checking there. All of them did have counter. You just got to be sure nowadays. And so we see another swing at the Basil Hawkins, but it has been dealt with. Didn't have enough cards to save that. And rightfully so. We'll give that up. And now these characters are no longer confused going into Tyler's turn, and so they will be, of course. They are tapped. As Tyler reminds Poobie. They are tapped.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, here's Tyler. Not many cards left in hand, right? We had to give up 3
Yeah.
to try and save the Basil the first time. So we're going to try and deal with this board. 5 into 5. Poobie only has, 3 cards in hand? Gave up the 1 Ice Age that we know doesn't have counter, so all 3 of those cards have counter. Is this worth saving? It is not. Because we're just gonna bring back our zombie, so it's fine. And a 10 at face. Most likely. Because if it's at face, I gotta think. Poobie, just pick up the card. Yeah, no trigger. Okay. Is this another Doflamingo? All right, characters are confused once again.
Yeah.
For those of you just joining us, that is a Pokemon term.
So Tyler with only 3 cards in hand. just gonna put all the damage down.
Sorry, I Pokemon brained you. He's just gonna put all of the reduction on Doflamingo now. Although I don't even think Poobie's got it like that in hand, right?
I
mean, if he did,
mean,
all right.
He has a
E.
this.
I gotta think those Sabos might be going through it worse. They've had it rough.
Yeah, that's bad.
It's real bad. You know what else is Poobie has not played a single Moria yet. We're on 1 life, so these are not ideal circumstances. Even if we were to Rebecca block her up, as the typical late game Moria plans involve, these are 2 big boys.
Yeah, that's. I don't know.
On this turn right now, we can't really offensively pressure Tyler.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go in with a brand new. I've been desperate enough to do that. I've been there before. I think there's an Ice Age in Poobie's hand. You see it?
I think so.
Yeah. So we can at least reduce 5. I wonder what those last 3 cards in Tyler's hand are. Right? I mean, no, you can't do it. You don't have a rusher. You can't finish it if you went crazy with your Dawn.
So
But
let
if
me tell
all
you
of those
let me tell
are
you
0.
something. Let me tell you something.
Oh man. take me to church.
Tyler has, I believe, 2 Hody in hand.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna tell me that like Poobie had some kind of like rusher that I
Oh
was
no,
like,
I
unaware
can't
of.
see a single thing in his hand.
I can't think of like, is there a Rob Lucci that rushes?
There is one Rob Lu- There
Well,
is
I'm
one.
thinking of also like in a vein of like Tyler's been known to do like in mono purple Luffy that rush Luffy, that one that we memed him for, but only he would play
Yeah.
that. I'm just like, yeah,
But that's the thing. After a little while, I actually did start seeing other people playing it.
yeah, for sure. And it's just like, yeah, because your opponent never,
It's expensive.
computes
It's,
that
yeah,
exactly. So it's like, I don't know if Tyler had 0 counter in hand right now, and Poobie had donned his brand new Perona, can't swing with anything else, so he plays down a rusher and then gets Tyler for the final swing. Of course, that's asking for those 2 life to not be counter as well. Oh man, if it was a 0 cost in there,
Yeah.
if there's a 0 cost in there after my like mystical prediction, oh man, because it's that brand new or that prone that gets tapped 1,000%, right? 'Cause that is just
Well, the
like,
only
yeah,
thing-
oh, there's a Kuzan. Kuzan would have been great to see earlier. I don't know that Destiny draw, of course, the card that you get for a Kuzan being played, is enough to bail a Poobie out of this. And it's really not that, like, Poobie has a board. It's just, unfortunately, most of them are stunned. On the clap back, you are dealing with 2 tall 10k bodies, and we're doing a 5. Okay. Tyler's just showing him that I got a little fish boy in there. And so, yeah, dude, I'll take your 5. I think what I'm... Oh, no. I think there's like a Bart or something in hand.
There is a Bart. Yeah.
Okay, so we have at least 1k counter. All right, we're going to replace the brand new there.
It's just leaving 2 up.
Interesting. I guess he was... I mean, I get that.
Would
Oh, man. There it is.
Yeah.
Hody's just... Dude, I got the Hody. I'm going to tap your blocker on the clap back, and then I'm going
Yeah.
to swing hard into you with 9, 10, 10, 5. Possibly 7. All right, you took my 9. Great. Look at Tyler. He's just like, oh, you got a trigger? You got a trigger? All right, it was a nice age, I guess, but here's 12. All right, Tyler. I'm pretty sure 10 would have been enough. All right, yeah, we see it. So Tyler is able to take it against Poobie there. Good games to both players. Green taking it against Moria. Yeah, with a different. Some play Hody. I think most are playing Hody now.
Yeah.
But this one plays the top end 10 drop Doflamingo. Not seeing any baby 5 searcher. But I don't think you really hard need it.
No.
Unless you geared your deck to making it that way, like your 2Ks were Doflamingo searchable. But seems very supernova focused with the 10 drop in there to get that control.
Yep.
And there's a lot of high end bodies in the format. It makes sense to have a Hody in there to rush and get in there with an 8k stat line, and then 10 drop to stun the board and have a 10k stat line, because you're gonna run into more and more big boys out there. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Good games. We're gonna go say hello to everyone, congratulate them, and bring you the next round here in just a second. Stay tuned. And we're back with round 3. We were just informed of some cool little trivia here at the store at the Oviedo Mall versus Games. So one of our players has, since taking the stream here, every time they're up there, it seems that they run into the blue Doflamingo. So for any of you that religiously watch at home, you may already know who we're talking about. So spoiler alert, we have a blue Doflamingo out there, and I believe we have Reiju being paired up against it. So I was just asking Alex here. In my head, I was thinking, I mean, I can see the pressure from Reiju if it's able to establish that the 4 or the 7k swing rate, the rush. But if Doffy can bottom deck everything, is Reiju in trouble?
I think so.
Like, it doesn't sound. It's not playing out well in the playground of my imagination.
Yeah, I'm still kind of amazed that Diz has hit every Doffy.
Yep, there
Every
is.
time
Diz
he's on-
is our
every time
player
he's on
that
stream.
has always hit blue Doflamingo on stream, and against the Penguin, not to be confused with the Oswald Cobblepots. But we're always on the lookout.
The what?
He's talking about
Oswald Cobblepot,
he's talking about Batman.
aka the Penguin.
You know, the Penguin's actually getting a brand
Mark,
new TV series.
it's kind of troubling to me right now that you don't know who That means he could be lurking, and you won't.
Bro,
won't
you
let
think
him.
I watch cartoons?
This ain't no cartoon.
This is life, young man. This is real life. This is Batman.
Penguin's getting a live
This
action
is
show.
the night. We have Reiju here. It looks like they're on second curve, which might be good for them. But so they'll go less on Dawn is like their game plan, right? So less Dawn to be offensive with. If your units are getting bottom decked constantly, what does Reiju do? Like, isn't its worst matchup RP Lob for that similar reason? Like, your cards get bot decked, and then you don't have much Dawn to offensively pressure with, and then rush after rush on the law side. So now okay. Oh, right there, Buckaroo. Careful there, Penguino. We're gonna see a 7K swing from the Doffy, summoning the Mihawk off the top. So yeah, like Doffy's whole plan is like amass a board, fidge with yours as best as it can, try and remain a high, and then like so it seems anti-Reiju's game plan. But we'll see. And of course for Diz, right, who always seems to run into Blue Doflamingo on stream, that can't be a fun beat.
Yeah, that's amazing to me. I'm still amazed by that. Like I don't understand how that's even possible.
It seems to be, and that's all that matters. But we see the 4-drop in there in hand, and we see him already finding the 7-drop. So let's see here. What are we doing? 6 to lead, I believe. Yes. And we're going to see a simple 2K up from that. Presumably, Doffy is going to try and stay at 4 for a good chunk of this game, maybe, but electing to not take that first life. Which I guess does make sense as well. Diz is able to, later in the stage of the game, bust out that 4-drop, right? And make that into the Shinka, I'd like to say, transforming into the big boy stage, and then Power Rangering up. So those are the hits that we probably counter, since they force 2 cards out of our hand. Oh, and it gets that reduction. It's the red Power Ranger. Vinsmoke. That's what the family is called.
Yep. That is the family name.
Yes. Oh, Reiju going down to 2. I feel like this is a little soon as Reiju.
Yeah, this is
because we're only seeing a simple 4-drop or character Gecko Moria here to just get something back to hand. Like going down to 2 here. Positives, he did start with the stage pretty much like off the rip, which is great as Reiju.
You do love seeing it.
Getting the 2-drop here. We have about, it looks like 7 or 8 cards in hand. So if we want to draw some cards off of a big Reiju, which I'm trying to make out if there is even one. Let's see, another counter for 2. Of course, we got that Mihawk back from the trash with the Gecko Moria, and using it again as counter is great value from the Doflamingo side. And seeing a newer card hit the board.
Playing that Porsche. Porsche?
Love those cars. What? Porsche?
I mean,
Porsche.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
is
say
it-
Porsche. I say Porsche.
How is it said in the show?
Porsche, I'm pretty sure.
Porsche.
Pretty sure.
Porsche.
I don't know. We skipped all those.
I did not.
I'm not there yet.
Listen.
Chat, did we skip Foxy Pirates? Press 1 if we skipped Foxy Pirates.
As I understand, people skip that section.
Yes, that arc.
I've read that.
It's like a filler, but I don't take anything One Piece as filler.
It is all sacred. I got it. Oh, we see the 2-drop chopper.
One Piece is my Bible.
I was like, yeah, and obviously not being that far in the show, it's like that chopper lightly spoils me, but it's okay. It's okay.
I am king of the pirates. That wasn't the question, bro. I rewatched One Piece twice and never finished a Foxy Pirate.
But
Dude,
we
neither have I.
are we are happy to hear that you are the king of the pirates. We are happy to hear that, and continue to support your rule over the high seas.
That's actually insane, Ruin, because I've watched it like 4 times all the way through, and I've rewatched Foxy Pirates 4 times.
Can you finish watching it for me? I'm at Wano.
You're literally right there. You're almost an egghead.
Oh my god.
There was a vein that popped out of Alex's head for those of you at home. who
I'm
couldn't see.
not. The thing is, I'm not.
The
right
blood is
there.
over my
Yeah,
my
it's
eyes.
Like 400 episodes or something.
You're almost
It's
there.
fine, dude.
You're
It's
almost
fine.
there.
Just sleep through 4 of them every night. It's
Oh
fine.
my God.
Just do what Wilfredo does. He just lets it play in the background.
I gotta retain all the knowledge, though, dude.
So as we've seen here, the offensive pressure hasn't really come down. I mean, we have seen this, the Red Ranger finally get in there. But we still have our Doffy blocker. We still have Don out here. Will we be removing anything? No, we only have 4 Don, so we're not, you know. We used 3 up already, so we're not seeing one of those gravity blades. Going for board. Ooh, a 7 into 6. Gives up a 2K for it. No, he blocks it. No. And then we're getting a Jinbei.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that Jinbei was gonna come in rested.
Yes. And I don't think we saw Penguin, because the on play from Jinbei is to drop another 7 Warlords.
Yes.
So it's look, he didn't play anything down. Probably didn't, or maybe valued not playing something down. Countering on Diz's side with a pudding.
He dropped the croc.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. It's my reading glasses. They're simply not on my person. You are blind.
I have an
Alex.
astigmatism.
I don't know what that word
It means
means,
one
and therefore I do not acknowledge
One
its
eye is stronger
existence.
than the other. Everyone that's worn my glasses have said your prescription is nothing.
So they're super blind.
What?
Oh, strike that. Reverse it.
My
All right, little Shinka. Sorry, little Reiju. Shinka'd into big Reiju. I haven't seen that section of the show. I imagine there's like a transformation song for these Rangers.
what?
There has to be,
I
right?
mean,
This.
like, do we tell him?
No.
No, I
please
don't
don't
want
do
to tell him, but it's just know that
They're the Power Rangers, aren't they?
this.
The
oh
Gecko
my-
from the previous turn came into play active when it should have been rested. Did he?
No, the Gecko was
Did he
played.
hard
Yeah,
cast
he
it?
hard casted it. Yeah, he
Okay.
hard casted it.
I wasn't looking.
The Gecko was hard casted. It was the Jinbei that we were questioning, which yes, it came in rested.
I'd go back and look, but the VOD takes forever to catch up.
But what we're noting here is kind of a weird. Not a lot is going on. I mean, on Diz's side here, we're not taking life away from Penguin, and we didn't really address the board.
Yeah, what is up with?
And now
Twitch?
back over to Penguin. I feel like if we see any removal of Diz's board here, and there is quite a few cards in hand still for him.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But if we see some of this board getting removed from Diz, like I noted, he didn't really do a lot of pressure against Penguin. So I don't think Diz would love that if his board was kind of dealt with. Now, he does have some cards in hand to defend with. I know there's one stage, but it looks like there's a decent amount of counter in there. If we were going the route of aiming for these bodies. Of course, nothing is matching the 7K body. So we're going for the Porsche first. With leader, looks like. Hitting Crocodile. Replacing and bouncing. Very good. Very strong. And we're going to let the Porsche go. So that took care of 2 bodies just now.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good move. Now, what's our equation for these last 2 bodies? We have just 5 Dawn left. Oh, we're going to give up a 1 for that 7. Now we're just on 5s. And Diz has got cards to spend here. looks like 7 left. 2K. That chopper. That's chopper is a 2K. No, it's a 1K. It's a blocker. 1K
Yeah,
blocker.
I'm pretty sure it's a 1K.
Okay, so we have a 2K, a 1K. I know we saw the 2K Cosette. Could be mistaken with the name, but the Vinsmoke 2K. Oh, and there they go. So we've just used, countered 9. Valuing Mr. Red. Reiju going up to looks like 8 Dawn. I don't usually see Reijus going up that high, you know? Pitching stage for stage. Pretty solid. All 3 are hits. Choosing the Reiju. Presumably going to play and draw some cards. But again here, how are we going to offensively come back? Another Porsche. So we have to send 1 back. And we're going to do a little searcheroo.
I'm gonna grab herself.
All right.
Then.
And then the 4 drop. Drawing a card from that. Solid. There we go. Giving up another one. What are we going to see? The shrink to 2. I guess there's not really much difference, is there, when everything is a 5K.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to choose Jinbei. And go 5 into 3. That will clear. 7 into 5. And we're going to take care of his board now. Penguin's board. Let's find another 5 into 7. Clears. We have a 5K swing with 5 Dawn, it looks like. Still possible. Kind of do like going for the Gecko Moria, but I'll see how they choose to do it. 8K and a 5. Okay. I mean, I don't think the Doflamingo is going to be blocking and countering, so. Not sure what Penguin's plan to respond to this is, so I'm not sure if he's valuing to, with only 3 cards in hand, he's going to save that last unit on his board. Playing back down the chopper blocker. And I think we've kind of stabilized here as it is. At least this is a pretty strong, okay, now you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good. I mean, we usually need to keep writing our value high.
Okay.
How did Reiju cheat?
Porsche, ETG, John Swing, play chopper.
He had 8 Dawn total.
He had 8 Dawn total.
So he did 3 for Porsche. Ichiji for free because Porsche plays Ichiji.
Yeah.
And then reduce the Dawn for to get the 7 drop Ichiji. Then swings with leader for what was it, 8?
That's right.
Still had 2 Dawn open. Played chopper, gained 1 Dawn back.
Sorry, I was also watching. Well, and thank you for doing that, clarifying that. So we had a simple 5K swing, which cleared the chopper blocker off the board and played down the Kaido, drawing 4 cards for Penguin, which is good because Penguin definitely needed some cards back value-wise to get kind of try and stabilize this.
A big effing dragon.
That's a dragon, all right.
Like the dragon from Shrek. Yo.
Exactly like Shrek.
Where's
Yes.
Donkey?
Donkey.
Pote?
I'm canceling myself. Never mind. See ya.
Ah. And suddenly we lost our Wi-Fi, and we were punished swiftly for that because
Yeah, Rob's just
we
like,
have
nope.
we have hurt
And that's enough.
disturbed the gods.
And the modem's unplugged. We were just recording now.
All right, yeah, we're gonna see some aggression into Penguin here with 777. Oh, there's the big old Judge Zordon coming down, summoning the others. Yeah, that trash is fat.
That's a lot.
Oh,
Germa.
trash.
That is a lot of Germa in there. That is a lot of toxic masculinity in that discard pile, chat.
So yeah, now Diz just has to.
Did he trash 2 cards for Judge effect? He may trash 2 the whole lot. Pretty sure. He still needs to trash 2 cards for sure. Is he doing that right now?
One. Yeah, we need to rectify. But I think, yeah, so he's summoning Reiju now.
Yeah, right as I walked out there, he's doing it. Oh. He literally just trashed a 2, right?
Yeah.
I just walked out and saw him do it. He trashed 2. You know out there? Just look for me real quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to get up again and bother them. I'll let. I think they're probably looking at that right now. Actually, let's discard one more card. I'm pretty sure. Okay. They're looking at it, guys. Yeah. Also, just a huge thing to note to you guys. This is all locals. You know, we're all here to have fun. We're all here just gaming. Things can just accidentally happen every now and again. Let's see. He's fanning it through right now.
There's 2 Porsche.
There's 2 Porsche in there. Yeah.
But the other Porsche was from his search, so we need a third Porsche or a third card.
Just bring in words before it gets too late. Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
Yeah, keep
Yeah,
us that.
that's it's just for everyone else in the chat too. What do you say?
He said he trashed the Porsche and Reiju.
Which we did see. That's the Reiju on top.
I think Diz just did it
Penguin agrees.
incredibly awkwardly out of order, and yeah, like at this point too, like what's the term? Accepted game state.
Yeah.
Yep. Penguin is moving on as well. Really, here it's just Penguin with 10 Dawn and 1 large unit against whole board, which Diz started off with.
How many cards do you
least
have in hands when you
2
play
out of
Judge?
5.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know that unfortunately.
He
had 4, LOL 5. Looked like it's
1000%. It seems oddly sequenced.
even though it's locals, you want a clean match when it comes to resolving effects. Of course. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's like just an excuse for it. I'm just saying like mistakes will happen. That's all I am trying to say. Okay. Yeah, he did everything severely out of order. I'll concede that, I think. But yeah. These Diz and Penguin play here like every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anything, it was a mistake. I mean, the VOD will be there for us to review afterwards too. For some reason, Twitch keeps unpublishing or setting my stuff to not be published immediately. So I had to wait till the stream's over for me to publish the VOD, which is very strange. Yeah, I'm pretty confident he didn't discard, but accept the game state. It is what it is. Yeah. All we can do now is just hope for the best and not that it doesn't happen again type deal. I'm sorry, chat. You know, we'll keep a better eye on that. But hey, got all of them talking.
Depending on how Penguin ends his turn here, I think that at worst, it doesn't hard matter. Because the whole turn started with 1 large unit on Penguin's side and later 10 Dawn and a whole board on Diz's side, thanks to Judge, but already had the 2 7Ks and etc. So it's really just like it was an uphill battle for Penguin in any case. Like, the best that we're doing here, as you can see, is we're bowing and we're gonna freeze something. But I don't really think that saves us. You know, we
Yeah.
were already at the mercy of the Kaido drop, which gave us an additional 4 cards. So I think as Penguin, we're doing our best to stabilize, but it was already kind of looking a little shaky for us. So if there was a 100% that was missed here, I feel like this is still like at an 80. So it's like, sure, but it seemed like it was pretty shaky for Penguin. All right, so we ended with just the Perona to do a little peek, and we froze a character. We eliminated one with Kaido. Not the strongest turn as Doflamingo. You know, seeing some gravity blades remove some of this pressure. Gum Gum Red Rock. Do have, it looks like, about 4 or 5 cards as Penguin in hand. Maybe one is a Gum Gum Rain. A little 5er. No. Countering that. Shinkaing. Reduced by 2. Draw 1 from the effect.
Holy crap, there are so many effects with this deck.
That is what's annoying, is that
Yeah.
there's a lot of interactions here that can be easily, and if you sequence oddly, right, all eyes. So 7k swing, likely this will, I mean, we're running out of cards to counter with in hand as Penguin. So this either, if he takes this one, another 7 is coming down, another 2 7s are coming down, then there's the judge. I think this is where he counters, but it's downhill from here. One of these targets cannot swing. Thanks to the boa.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's still 1, 2, 3. It's still 3 swings with 4, 6 done to play with. There it is. Takes the life down to 1 life as Penguin. So you have no choice now but to counter out of these 7s, or you're out. And so there's counter for 8. Another 7 takes that 7. No life left. 4 cards in hand. 1 7 plus 4 would be 11. And we're just doing a 7. Gonna save these last 4. Feigning another one maybe. But a 7 should get rid of, I mean, unless those all duds. Surely not, but we're gonna give up most of our hand. Yep, 2 more cards, down to 2 cards. Nope, just a blocker. And ramped 1. And that's it.
I don't know why. I mean, I guess you didn't need to.
If you were fearing, I mean, Diz has a lot of cards in hand.
Yeah.
If you were fearing a combination of a bottom deck, a blocker, and some strong swings in there, maybe it was enough for Diz to be afraid. So I guess the same thing still applies here. If Penguin has a way to remove the blocker and keeps enough done, depending on Diz's hand, it's possible Penguin could do it. But it'll all come down to the maths. There is that it's that 5-drop event. I think. No, it's a 2-drop event in Diz's hand,
Oh, yes.
which we do have 2 down active.
That, I believe that's a slow beam sword.
One of the newer cards, yeah.
Yes.
I believe I had that in a drafted green-purple Doflamingo list, but I can't remember why. Oh, that's why. it's great, as we'll see in just a moment here. For giving up 1 Dawn, we get one of our leaders and characters gains 2k, and then we can rest one of our opponent's characters. So
this
that's
is what happened.
pretty
Yes, correct.
good. Pretty
Correct.
Pretty good.
He goes, "What? I didn't watch Foxy. I wasn't at this arc." Slubbeam.
I hated that.
That's pretty.
I can't.
Pretty good.
Oh my gosh. I
Choosing
can't
to
wait
rest
till you get
our
there.
big boy Kaido, then I presumed, right? That's what we saw.
Yeah,
Pretty good. Pretty good response as Diz.
just the good old slubbeam.
We have used 2 of our high end to
Just
swing.
Like the rock on symbol too. Yeah.
It's a fox.
Yeah.
He just
Oh,
does.
it is
fo-
a G.
Oh, another big boy.
Foxy Pirates run up gang signs, dude. My
Oh.
God.
This is risky. Oh, and ending our turn with a 5 into 5. We're saving our Reiju though. So now I think Diz just kind of goes all in. I mean, there's 0 life, no blockers, and in fairness, a hand of whatever it was +4. But I think it was like 2 + 4, going up to 6.
The writing should be on the wall here.
Oh, he's just gonna put it all in on Judge. Yeah, dude. And we see some that might have been a red rock in there, but not a ton of removal. We didn't see any gravity blade come down. I'm not sure if
No.
that's in the list at all, but kind of what I was wondering clearly was, proven that Reiju can definitely still compete there against Doflamingo. So that's some data for
Yo, he
us.
beat his curse too. I think he's lost every time. to
He's
Doffy.
lost for
I think
every
so, yeah.
Doflamingo.
Yeah.
We'll get confirmation of that, but that's really cool. Hey, he broke the curse, so
It's just the slow sloping.
yeah. Well, it was his day for sure. The slow beam.
The slubbeam.
Yeah. So we'll go out there, congratulate our players, bring you the next round, and see what's up. Stay tuned.
Follow the channel, please do it. Follow the channel.
All right, round 4 and another long night ahead, full steam ahead. Yeah, and we'll be seeing
Steam up.
who will. Yeah, for those of you at home. So going into the next round, who do we have paired? Mark, do we have official confirmation? We have the boys already seated up. Yeah. Oh, we have Kiki over here on the left, and on the right, I believe we have Evan joining us again. Of course, we saw earlier Evan on the Lucci deck, and so I think we're popping it up here in just a moment. Evan and sorry, Evan was on Gecko Moria, of course.
Oh
Yeah,
wait.
mono black.
What the?
Yep. No, I was correct. That's why I was like, I'm not having a senior moment here. It was definitely Lucci earlier, and because I saw a stage, and we're seeing Kiki here with Lucci as well. A mirror match. We'll see how their lists differ. Again, as I mentioned before, maybe there was no stew season either of these. Both decks may be favoring E-shows. I think if I'm not mistaken, I might have seen an E-show in Evan's list there that made the trash pile.
Yes.
Yeah. E-show, a very powerful card to be respected. If it sticks, it's probably gonna be bad news. And of course, as it comes down, it also does a thing. And we'll see. One of the first questions, of course, who's going second? Who hits stage?
Who's on first?
Who's on second?
What's on?
I don't remember the
Third?
whole bit. I'd love to do it. But I'm not.
I was always
not that
confused.
good.
I was always confused on that bit.
Okay, before we go further, chat. My bad. I had Evan round 1, and I had his leader as Gecko.
Did you?
Did
I don't
you-
Did I
think
have
that's
it as
right.
Gecko?
I don't think that's right.
You
I
had
think
it
you
on
had it as
Lucci.
Did I have it as Lucci?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you just thought it was.
I think-
Yeah, I
well,
don't think you were.
I
noted that
I
wrong.
am so freaking tired.
And also,
Yeah.
I feel like those at home would have told us.
Yeah.
The folks at home.
I'm having a senior moment right now. What?
You just turned.
I just turned 30, guys. So
Hey,
It's
the
happening,
big
yeah.
dirty 30. Brr, 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 brr. In Vegas.
in Vegas, well, the day before Vegas, but still, we considered it.
For the
We
story.
celebrated in Vegas.
the
Yeah, for the
story.
story. We sell it. Yeah.
Vegas. Good old Katy Perry waking up in Vegas.
Yo, that sphere is sick. Anyways.
I'm sorry, I blanked. I didn't put the
Yeah,
dots
the-
together.
the
Yeah.
sphere.
that must have been crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they play One Piece on it?
No,
Damn.
that I got there like 2 days after they stopped it. It was like the Grateful Dead logo just over and over again. At
Did
night,
you see?
it turned into a moon though. It's sick.
Did you see the blue screen of it?
No.
Oh,
that
oh
meme?
no, that would be
Oh, that's
crazy
so
though. Yeah, no,
good.
I would just cross my fingers if I was there to see it. Like that, anything close to the memes would be true.
That Y2K stuff had me sweating, dude.
Yeah, it was hell at
Yeah.
work. Yeah, we were very much compromised.
I was not. I was
That's
I
good.
was not
That's
happy.
good. That's
no,
good. Oh, wait,
no.
what?
I wish.
You wish you were compromised?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah,
It was just a very long day.
Stuff didn't work.
It's-
Stuff didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not after too much here. Both players are just doing some milling about. Neither one of them, of course, have hit stage yet. Nor has milled it. So that could be a fun little game at home. As you're having your waters and so on.
Water.
Yeah, you know, you gotta stay hydrated.
Who drinks water?
And everyone should. Alex, your doctor, has been telling you this for years. And so,
My doctor
should-
doesn't know anything.
hey, you see that weirdo in the alley, in the back of the mall. Oh,
Mother.
the spandam's getting in there for 6. All right,
Yeah,
and as Kiki's gonna be like, all right, I guess I'll take that. That's fine.
That's
I guess I'll take it. Both players electing to go down to 4 life each. We'll see if they maintain that life total. Each of them probably going a route of attrition. Maybe. Usually we don't see Lucci's. I don't know. Maybe they'll just go full steam ahead without the starving route. Who's gonna play a 5-drop Sabo? I wonder if any of these players play the 6-drop Brook. You know, some opt to play a couple, 2.
Mm-hmm.
I like playing 2. Seems to get its value. Millen, another 5, and of course, and Evans choosing, yep, we're going to stay at 4 life here. So we'll give you a little Spandine. Maybe we'll be seeing Spandine get summoned. There's the 5. 5-drop Sabo, rather. Draw 2, mill 2, or trash 2. It's not really protecting anything, so there's no other board there on Kiki's side. But what's key is it cannot be removed. Card effect. Next turn. Actually, I think I do see it. The 6-cost Brook in Kiki's hand there on the left.
Yep.
Playing at least a single copy could come into play later. Getting around certain effects like Sabo. Saying simply place it in the trash. Thank you.
Yep. Definitely good against the mirror.
Yeah. See that for sure. Good little tech. You expect to see more views out there in the field. Good little tech choice. Going up to 6. Maybe Evan does something similar. The stages of the game probably a little slower. Of course, as Evan, you're not removing anything. Maybe we use some of our Dawn. But we'll probably establish at the very least a 4. Ah, there it is. And a Sabo of our own. Drawing 2, trashing 2. And in this case, he is protecting a Spandam. And probably just seeing, well, we'll see a 6, presumably. Hey, thanks for the follow there, J-Dog. 2, 2, 3, 2. Yeah, but we'll probably see a 6, right? A 5 would just easily get blocked. And
Yeah,
then nothing.
Yeah, I feel like
That last
just
down's
yeah.
probably a 6 swing on Evan's side, providing some more mill. Or yeah, just the 5 for the bait, but you know, just the Tempest kick. But I'm probably feeling a 6K. I think Evan here is finalizing his decision on what he's going to trash. looks like another copy of Blocker Sabo A-Drop Moria. Well, that's definitely in his hand, but not his choice of trash target. Of course, revealing that he has the A-Drop Moria in hand indicates that later on, maybe with a combination of Rebecca, we'll be able to see some of these characters again. Of course, applying more pressure. Ah, Helmeppo. That's another card that's seen like more frequently. I'm seeing enter these lists of Lucci here, opting to do a couple of Helmeppo to facilitate the reduction. It's a pretty cool tool. Get so many cards you can run in the Lucci deck. The color is just so powerful with all the options.
Whoa. Thanks for the gift.
Hey, it's Christmas in July.
Tier 1 sub.
Oh, seeing a little blocky and counter action there. Choosing not to, take that life. Maintaining that 4 total. Keeping this game as long as we can on this 4 life total on both sides here. Let's see if Evan gives away a little bit. Maybe doing a maneuver similar to what Kiki just did in blocking, countering. Again, that Evan Sabo is active. Its ability, protecting the board. Oh, currently just a Spandam. See a Tempest kick, and of course we know he has the 6-drop Brook as well. Kiki on his side could be debating the use of the 6-drop Brook to get around the Sabo. We're seeing a couple of cards in his feigning in his hand. Yeah, it's just his hand though. If you're taking this game at a slower pace, I don't hate using the Brook to take out the Sabo. Take out a body from their side, getting around their ability, establishing your own 6K body.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing a very slow game here in our mirror match between these two. I don't hate it. Of course, if we're going to go that way, then the rest of our hand needs to be good for establishing a long game. So if we're going to go that way, I referenced as Kiki, I want an A-drop Moria for later. Or 7 Dawn, so we can go a little 6 and then go. Yeah, because that solves the equation. So we go 6 here, reduce 1 on the Sabo, putting it down to 4, and then force the counter, play down the Brook, and remove the Sabo. Perhaps that's what we're seeing here. We're milling. Was that a Stussy? Not sure. It was very quick.
Yeah.
It was very quick, but we had our mill for 2. We reduced the Sabo, deciding if we're going to counter or not. We're going to, and we're going to 2K. Yep, we're going to 2K counter that. Of course, it's a 6 and a 5. And so now, presumably, yep, there it is. What I said. Yep, Brook coming down, and yep, that happened.
Yo, that is the best thing to come back from the restroom to. Thank you for that gifted sub. Oh my god.
Yeah, you made a deposit, and you got something. How about that?
Oh god, that just made sense. I got that. That is hilarious.
It's pretty good karma.
Pretty good karma.
Gave to the world, and the world gave you something back. Beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah, sure. We'll leave it there.
Solid clap back there as Kiki. Yeah, establishing that 6K body, removing the 5K blocker. The 5-drop blocker from Evan's side. Getting around its little ability too, right? Again, very nice little tech choice for the mirror. Now at the 9 Dawn, 8 Dawn. Right? No, we're at Evan's on odds.
Yes.
We know he has a Moria. Is this the time?
Evan's on even?
I think so. But is this the time to Moria? Oh, Kiki giving up a 5 on that little 5 swing. Mm. He's eyeing it up.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Yeah. So he's on. Yeah, he's on evens. Yeah. +%. Now I'm not sure. We don't have. We weren't able to really reduce. So we're gonna go for the blocking up. But here we do have something we can do. Yeah, Spandine's gonna get us our Lucci boy.
Yep.
And we got the reduce from the Helmeppo. So I do like this, and it is like I'm seeing like how Helmeppo can make a combo like this happen. Got the reduction from it, thankfully. The assist reduction. And here we should see Spandine getting replaced for a Lucci boy. Rested, of course. And it will take out our little Sabo. After, of course, he returns 3 cards. Pretty good. I think that's our first real, like, reduction KO. Albeit for 1 character on Evan's side. Can Kiki respond in kind? Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Right at our 9. Not sure. I feel like you addressed this board here. I feel like it's definitely demanding some attention. We have the Rebecca blocker. We have a Helmeppo just sitting there taunting us. Got the rested Rob Lucci. And all the while, of course, Bantam's there chilling. Big Moria's just like chilling there too, just watching, threatening. 6K
Menacingly.
lead? Yes, one could say menacingly.
Yo, shout out Splat. That's the homie right there. You would think this is a matchup at the weekly O, or the O weekly rather.
It's honestly a sick name. Splatipus is really like it's legend. I'm enthralled with that name.
Yo, Splat, sub right now. You won't.
Oh, we're giving that up? Okay, yeah. Foreseeing
You're
that Rebecca not lasting for very long. That degree in psychology is not paying off for you, Mark. You should have
Oh,
should
no.
have spent more than the vending machine money on it. The degree was from Columbia, the actual country, not. Oh man, there's a stage. It's gone. Little mill. Oh, but we see him drawing in a 2, so it's not like he doesn't have it. Yeah. Kiki having 2 stage in hand now, but and there's the reduction. 8 down to 5. How far can we go here, Kiki? We have a 3 and a 5 here. Ah, the Sabo. Big boy. Love Sabo.
Actually pretty big.
There we go. This is honestly like a pretty good like back and forth here, but I really like the moves that Kiki has been doing here to respond to Evan's and now you go plays. The Brook was one, the Sabo was another. Great moments here for Kiki. Leaving Evan with a little Spandam. That Spandam's been there since Nam. And the little Helmeppo.
The little Helmeppo that could?
Yeah, man. If there's anyone that could, it's Helmeppo. Not the healthiest of hand. That's like 5 or 6. It's all right. From Evan. We just lost our big Moria, which gave us obviously some more units and what should have been a good board here. I'm sure Evan didn't quite see this coming, but it's obviously possible for a reduction play and a Sabo to just come in and rain on your parade there. for the lack of a better example, the Black Parade.
Cooniverse, thanks for the follow.
Welcome to the squad room. Glad to have you here.
Hello, and in a way, welcome. Evan here going, what have I lost? It's weird. This should have been on the board, but they're all in the trash. It's not how I saw this working out in my plans. And that's how Evan sounds like in his head. Surely.
Cheers. Cheers all around.
Swinging six at Brook.
Milling a stage in the process. Crazy.
I'm assuming we're gonna reduce. Oh, we're gonna reduce the Brook.
I missed it. Did he signal he's also attacking into the brook?
Yes.
Oh, conundrum. Letting that go.
Which I think is fine. I did not see how many cards Kiki had in hand.
It doesn't look like a strong amount. I mean, colors, thinning, but it looks like there may just be like 3, maybe 4 cards in that hand for Kiki. I see this 8 get reduced by 3. Similar fate it may face as the Gecko Moria from Evan. Evan obviously holding a grudge. Oh!
Playing his own.
Oh! Big boy!
Right.
And revealing to us he plays Sabo and Isho. Oh, big boy. Of course, not as flashy of a turn. And only taking out 1 target. But it's Kiki's only target.
Technically, he did take out 2.
You're right. I take it back from a certain point of view. For those of you at home that are missing this, Mark is invoking L'Oreal protocol because he's worth it.
I'm trying to wake
It was the
up.
most epic hair flip done slowly. Magnificent. No, J Dog. It seems stage is a bad word card in this game. You definitely don't need it. Both players obviously, if these were 2 boxers, they're going tit for tat, matching each other. That being said, Kiki's like, all right, that's it.
I think it's time to now use.
We have declared war.
He heard you. Yeah.
This is like a Kiki going full domain expansion mode here. Like, all right, that's it. Got knocked down dramatically, gets up like, and now the real fun begins.
I think he just plays the other Sabo. I think he has a Sabo in hand. Might be wrong.
I guess this might be
A Moria.
This might be a Stussy list. Then,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Okay.
Play Moria.
That is acceptable. Seeing we have a Helmeppo of our own. I like these takes on the slightly different take that I have at home.
I agree. Yep. Yeah, that is true as well.
Speaking of Moria.
Yeah, those mulligans must have been really unforgiving.
Yeah.
Chat, do you guys remember mulliganing for Onigashima? And then
I
just
do.
being like, all right, I'm going to pack it in. I didn't draw it in my opening hand.
Not me.
What
not
is
this
this?
guy.
What is it? Zoro? I lose. I didn't hit stage. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll go in the next game. It's fine.
I mean, not when I'm saying not me, I'm talking about not me packing it up because I still played because I wanted to play.
I thought you were going to say I always drew the island. So I.
Yeah.
Only
Ooh,
a couple of times.
a Helmeppo mirror match. Well, one of them fell. That was quick. 2 cards in Kiki's hand here at what seems to be the we're nearing. I mean, both players still at 3 and 4 life.
Yeah,
here.
I mean,
I mean, I was just gonna say, oh, towards the end here, and then it's like, oh,
We just getting started.
we are still at 3 and
We
3
are
and 4.
just getting
We've been in there for
at
a while.
8 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock.
But if this was the show, the main show of Naruto, we are Shippuden. We are in the Great War finally, but the Great War takes forever.
Yo, the Great War's sick though. Or
Setting
that one scene where Madara is just like, yeah, I'll take on like 5,000 of you idiots at once.
all of you at once. All of you at once.
Shout out to the one guy that like got a hit on him, but then he just got like
Yeah, you're right.
He got one punch man immediately.
There was one guy who like Madara took like the cursed sticker off and like explosive tag and like slapped it on another guy
Oh yeah,
and kicked him into like a pod of more guys.
that
Sorry,
That was so sick.
I was geeking out. One of my
Yeah,
favorite
no, you're-
villains of all time.
you're good.
Setting aside one Don Evan.
And then they're like, hey, fight Moon Jesus.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Yeah. Whoa, Spy. Shit. I mean, no.
It's debatable. It's very much open to interpretation.
It's how you perceive it, yeah.
Yeah. In a way, we are all Madara.
What are you reducing, good sir? Yes, there is 5 rounds tonight.
Always, well, 5 rounds asterisk because of the Bandai rule thing. So we'll have to see after this round, but I'm pretty sure there will not be.
I myself am not quite done. I'm really into that one. I really like the teachers, right? And that I really got a good feeling about that Asuma guy. I really think he's gonna go all the way.
Oh my god. You're gonna get people to unfollow saying shit like that.
My god.
Oh, a little sixer. Lily is like small pokes. We know he's got 2 cards in hand. This is like, you know you're taking this life. I knew you would.
Ooh, and it's a Brook?
You haven't seen one of those hit the board yet.
Mm-mm.
Ah, there's another one. Another bomb has come down.
That's a better looking
And,
bomb.
and it's like when you played what is that, like it's in the vein of like Halo and games of on the 360, right? It's like a new wave, a new horde. Moria just brings up like, here's a new board to deal with. There you go, bud. Your turn. Go ahead. Why can't I think of that title?
Oh man. This
Oh,
the
we are
Versus channel.
laughing.
Yeah, this wasn't the Versus channel.
If it was like the verses after night,
Yeah.
after dark.
Some good memes being made back here.
Oh yeah, that Lucci's gone. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Although we're still left with a Moria on the other side. Of course, we have now blocker Rebecca. We only gave Kiki a card from his life, so started out with 2. If I'm Evan, I might feel all right here, but you know, what if Kiki has another Sabo in combination with stuff? I mean, Kiki has a stage now to his disposal, so everything is essentially -2.
Everything is -3, technically.
Oh yes, of course, Alex, you're right. I only learned to count yesterday.
Yes.
Still, anything over 10 makes my nose bleed. 11 style.
Wait till you see the Burndy World combo. You guys haven't seen that meme yet?
Isn't that the character that becomes like over 9,000? Like,
Yeah,
that's not even like a
well,
meme.
you reduce 8 Don, and then you're
You're like Chat, what is it? Your 30,000 power with that
Tyler
card?
30
Chaplin
30
knows the correct figure, I think.
30
Someone
I
that
think
would be a good
it's-
trivia question.
I think it's 36.
2.6 million? Okay.
Yeah, it's honestly
Yeah, that's
like
what, yeah.
like I feel that should be exploited. Like, why are we not funding that research to making that combo just crazy in tournament? Like,
You just can't do it.
Your opponent just asked, can I pitch my deck for counter?
Oh no! You can't do it until Black Maria comes out.
and then
Oh,
it gets wild.
Because you get all the Dawn back.
Yeah, it's true. Black Maria is crazy, chat.
chat, what are our ban predictions?
That's so tough.
That's good.
I'm thinking about it right now.
That's a good.
When are they announcing ban? Do you know?
Excellent follow-up question.
I thought it was soon TM. I'm pretty sure it's soon TM. Just more, yeah. Just look at this game. 100. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Oh, shout out Traver in the background.
A cameo from Traver.
He's gaming on that Edison right now.
Oh, hope that was a scratch of the nose back there, not a pick. Yeah, that Rebecca definitely at the target. Yep, taking out two relatively small bodies, leaving the Moria that rested Lucci over there, and a Spandine. With forward Dawn left now. Block her up. No way, he's got it like that. He only had like 2 cards in hand. No, he's got like a
That's 5
Lucci.
Dawn up.
Well, I alluded to my lack of reading glasses earlier, and our prescription's not matching, so. If only I could get my eyes to fully open, that would be another thing.
Just open up that chakra. Bro.
It only happens when I'm provoked. It's a defense mechanism.
Hold on.
Stop, my spidey sense. Oh, little Kaku and the... Yeah, it's like without the Moria, it's just like, relatively like small little hits back, but Moria really provides a ton of value, and that just can make... I mean, games last longer. That brings its own pros and cons.
We'll go ahead and check on that right now.
All right, course corrected there. Thank you so much for the shout out there. And we see a Helmebo and I think a Khalifa getting milled.
Yeah.
And that was, of course, from our leader's swing. All right. And we see Evan having a think on what to play out next. I think we have 7 cards, and he has
We caught it, chat. Sorry about that.
stage in hand, but will he put it down? There's 3 strong threats on Kiki's side. I don't know. Maybe you do spend the 2 Dawn and use the stage, but it does feel late in the game to do it. See it. What's that? A 10 into 9?
Yeah.
We know he's low on counter for sure. He's got the
He
broken
does not
hand.
have counter at all.
So now we're thinking as Evan, all right, well, that counter. Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
Now we're
yep.
in time.
Now we're in time. Active player is Evan.
I agree. I think leader locking would solve so many problems.
That is, yeah, that's good because as I said to someone today, I feel like this game is unique in that busted cards just keep getting printed, and without the foresight of, oh, what do we already have So in the future, stuff that already exists just gets like, if it's already broken, it just gets more broken. And so without like a Pokemon style rotation, it's just like,
And then banning cards outright.
Yeah.
It's not good for sales either.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't like that from a game maker's perspective either. But I think I said to somebody, if RP Law existed as a Yu-Gi-Oh card, it would have been hard limited to banned,
Yeah.
you know, from the jump, because it's too powerful for what it's supposed to be.
But it's just, I can't get behind that. It's like, here, buy this product.
Yeah.
You can't use 20% of it because it's banned.
Yeah, I think someone was pitching, if RP Law was errated to the, you don't get to play a new body. You get to bottom deck them, which I said already. Bottom decking in the red and purple is like, that's not your gimmick. So why are you allowed to bottom deck? But if you're allowed to do that but not establish a new body, much more manageable.
Yeah.
Like everything pretty much just springboards off of those two abilities in tandem. So in Arrarte. But yeah, why wasn't Moria already Thriller Bark like leader locked from the jump? You know,
Yeah,
like it was our first introduction to the Thriller Bark archetype, I think, in the sets. So you just went out of your way as the game master to like make a busted broken out of the thing, you know.
Those last two comments, 1,000%, 1,000%.
Mm-hmm.
And to go out there too. I want to make sure that they're.
I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure
like that.
Evan
I like that
Evan
mark, yeah.
pointed it, but yeah.
No, I like that mark. Yeah, I like that mark.
Just to make sure. So
Good
we know.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good plan. It's a good plan. No, yeah, a purple. I like that. I like that point. What I would say is like, yeah, like they printed out Moria, and then they're like, we expected the black color to be a little right, and so here you go. Here's a tool. You need this. Did we? Because there's a lot of great tools at our disposal, and so as more time goes on, things that are already broken just get crazier and crazier. So I think that there's an opportunity there, for sure. That's what I said. If that was a game, if RP Law was a card in Yu-Gi-Oh, it would have been hard limited to one or banned, because it's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
Not sure here. Evan's got a great board here, but of course, the game is now in the time, right?
Yes.
I'm fuzzy on what it'll come down to, right? Hand life characters on board.
Yeah, so it should go down to yes, he did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So it goes down to board. No, so it goes down to life, then board.
Indeed, Evan has C3 Gecko and trashed the fourth. Yep, and we were just on the whole Gecko is crazy thing, allowing for the longevity of the game to just be so magnificent. Right? Good old-fashioned card games. Yeah, banning stage or saying that that's like the problem. Stage is not the problem. All right, we're going to see a small little removal of 2 units, but
I think Kiki won off of time.
yep.
Yeah, literally, it probably just needed like one more turn, and Evan actually probably would have gotten it. But
Mark's back in with the update.
Kiki got it.
Yep.
They played their +3 turns, and then the +3 turns, or the 4 minutes or whatever.
Five,
And,
yeah.
or the 5 minutes. The 5 minutes expired first. Kiki's up in life, so he's declared the winner.
That's the first condition to be met. Yep.
And Side note, you guys are gonna be upset with me about this probably. I hope you're not, because this is what it is. The down table 2 had the other undefeated with the down pair. The down pair beat the undefeated, and so now there's only one undefeated. So currently, your winner of Swiss for tonight is Kiki, but they could still opt to play it out. That's still an option. They could say play. So, food for thought.
This is the closest my eyes are to being fully open.
Lamau, let's go Band. yeah. I don't get the Bandai rule, man. Like, I want to play games. Why do I gotta go home? What the fuck? Yeah. But luckily enough, though, we offer them to play it out here, so that's something that could happen. They could opt to play out, and we get a whole nother round of tournament. So we'll see.
Has it just gotten so crazy at the end of Bandai games? They had to make it so like they incorporate this rule for tournaments. So like, all right, we got to split these guys up. It's done. It's y'all got to go home. This is what this like. It's kind of an interesting.
Guess what?
Hello,
He's
there.
still here.
I am.
And Alex is washing his hands right now. So that means only one
No,
thing.
I dealt with him. There were no hands left to wash, but you heard it here first.
We're playing out top 8.
Yeah, that's the most exciting.
We're
news.
playing top 8,
playing out
boys.
top 8. Some enough people said play.
Jeez,
Oh.
they just get to the 5-something down.
Oh, ba, 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 ba.
Yo, shout out Kokarov, bro. Love you, man.
I'm so
Oh,
glad
man.
you pronounced it instead of me because I wasn't sure what to
Kokarov.
do.
That's the homie. That's Justin. He plays in our locals, plays in our special events that we have sometimes as well here. So big, massive shout out to that community, guys. Thank you so much for the love.
Alex, what are you doing here?
And we have a top 8 for y'all now. So give me a few seconds. Talk to them, boys. Talk to them.
Yo, so like we were saying, we had enough players say play. And so everybody's split up now. I believe we're seeing Pooby taking the stage again on Gecko Moria, I believe. And I believe we haven't seen his opponent take the stream today.
It has literally been all of the entire Goblin squad.
Has it
basically.
really?
Yeah.
It's the Goblin Squad or the Goblin Gang? I mean, it should for the purposes of alliteration.
I'll let them decide that.
There's a marketing opportunity, boys.
Don't be doxing me. My bad. I did that out on my newborn. Haven't been in a while because hey, that was actually fake. That's not his real name, guys.
I'm just kidding.
Got him,
I
got him, got
don't
him.
I don't know what that means.
You know,
I
haven't been in a
wasn't
while
here.
because
I
of
didn't
her.
hear anything.
I
Shout out to the
I don't know
kids.
what any of this means. I don't even know my own name.
Shout out to the dads. Shout out to all the dads out there.
Shout out to the House of Delta Alpha Delta. Yep.
Saving and making lives,
Dad.
making new gamers for the coming generations. Alrighty, let's get to the match.
You were just a pledge. You didn't you didn't make
No.
it through Haze.
No, I never
Haze.
did that.
You're still trying to find the
A
house.
6 roll from Fornem and a 10 from
Huh?
Pooby.
Pooby's used to
The
hitting
poobster.
down poobs.
Alright. And
Mono black. This
Yeah.
is real. This is happening. Whoa. Did you see that hand from Fornem?
No, I did not.
There's a stage in there.
Oh,
I might have missed it, but I don't think he mulliganed. I think he hit the gas right off the bat.
So now this is just another best of 1. 30 minutes on the clock for that. And,
Sending the
here we
fist
go.
bump. And we've started. And Pooby is starting a good old one drop. In his hand, I see. And looks like we lose all 3 of those little boys. That's unfortunate. But we know that Fornem has the stage in hand for sure. Definitely be dropping that next turn. Sindri coming down from Pooby on the second curve, trashing a couple of Borsalinos, a couple of Sindris,
jeez.
and I believe a Rob Lucci. 1 Dawn left in hand, probably just passing it away. I think Pooby has like 2 Gecko Moria in hand. So, everyone's favorite card, 8-drop Gecko Moria. Pooby having 2 of them already in hand to start with. I believe it's just 2. And depending on how you feel, you hope it's just 2. Seeing another 6er and milling 2 more cards, a Brook and a Suru, it would look like. 2K'ing that.
A Suwoo.
And a little stage for 2. Indeed.
Geez, only 1 stage. Oh wait, it's only maps for Lucci. I keep thinking everybody's playing that. People that are playing Gecko are playing Lucci and backwards, and oh my god, I need sleep.
You do.
But we got 5 gifted subs, though, boys. We are hard chilling.
It's been fruitful. Happy hunting. On this 4 here, I'm not sure what Poopy wants to do.
You need to go to sleep, Alex.
Me?
Yeah.
Me? How about you?
I slept for an hour today.
Only an hour?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
You know, they updated it. I guess you only need 7 now.
What?
I think 7's too much.
Did they really say that?
Don't cite me on this. If I remembered everything I knew, I would only know half as much because my brain would be busy with the other half that is remembering how I knew it in the first place.
That
That
So
was
it's
the
out there for you.
craziest
That was
hits
the-
one. Yeah. That was
When
the-
you watch this back later, it'd be like, you know, there was wisdom in there. And it tracks.
This is top 8 comms, guys. My apologies.
We all need sleep.
Listen,
Break
it's-
out the Red Bulls. We're going all night.
We do have free Red Bulls.
We're
up
going
versus
crazy.
Right now. Yeah.
We're going crazy. Not seeing anything major from Poopy's side. He went with a little, the doctor. And a 7 swing.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Not a Perona, so we didn't see any hand shenanigans.
Not yet.
No. We feel that he wants to stay up as high as life as possible, aka a longer game because he's got like 2 or 3 geckos in hand. Maybe on the next swing here he'll take his first life. So yeah, seeing our little mill there. Is that another form of Khalifa there in the trash? Mill
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same Khalifa.
Okay.
It's just a different art.
Cool. Up, Poopy valuing the life again, 2K'ing a Perona. Solid. Feigning that we'll see that Perona again, presumably summoned and ripping a card from Fornem's hand. And we're going to trash Kaku and Rebecca. Okay. Still have about 6 cards in hand. Pretty strong. And establishing a blocker, protecting the Spandam. Which is pretty good, that protection against Moria here. Not that I see an Absalom play, you know, firstly being the best one to go for here in this situation, but because of the Sabo, I feel like Perona is going to happen, right? Leader
Yep.
skill, Perona.
I mean, I don't think so. I think Fornem only has like 4 cards in hand.
Hmm.
Maybe 5.
It's 5 or less, yeah. Corona?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
and there's a counter for 2 more too, so okay, just the Sabo to protect our stuff. Okay, I like that. That's probably the move here in this this mid game, to establish some Sabos.
Oh no.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, so I think Poopy's gonna start taking these these cards
Because he
away.
gave away 1 Gecko, we know he has an. Okay.
He had 3 in
Yeah.
hand. 3 geckos in hand.
All right, so
1 8-drop
yeah.
or one Sabo 8-drop.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
I don't think Fornem's knows this, but he's got some geckos in his future to plow through. So, can he do it? I don't remember how many geckos we saw in the last one. 3 to 4?
It
No,
was a-
4. No.
it
4 to
was a
5
lot.
total, right?
It
4
was
to
a
5
lot.
geckos total, and the game went into time.
Yep. Yeah, and that's that Evan I think saw all 4.
A good
Only-
old classic.
Only played 3, I think.
We went stage, reduce, Brook summon, remove the Sabo.
Mm-hmm.
Leader swing for 6, mill, and Pooby is deciding here. Oh, there's the Suru. Oh, Alex, we're hard committing here. Wait, what?
Well, he has to
Yeah,
take
yes,
it.
that's right. Oh, he gave up the Suru on purpose.
Yeah. He had 3 other cards in hand, and none of them have counter.
But he gave up It was a 6 swing. So 2K is fine.
Yeah.
So, but you took the life anyway?
No, there was another swing.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the blocker Sabo. I apologize. My eyes were not open all the way. Looks like a Helmeppo, a blocker Sabo, and the 3 Moria for Poobie in hand. Or no, Sabo. Sabo, 2 Morias. Blocker Sabo
yes.
and Helmeppo.
Yes.
That's the hand for Poobie. Not certain of Fornam's hand quite yet.
Oh,
I got.
it's first day back. How do you feel, son?
All right, so he went on 3, Porsche, Red Ranger, huge Red Ranger, go. Next turn he goes Porsche, find another Porsche, Red Ranger, go.
Yo, let's go,
Okay.
Diz.
Next turn he goes Red Ranger, third Red Ranger, swing. I'm like, yeah, there's nothing I could do. I got to 8 Dawn, I was
What
dead.
are you doing over there?
Yo, shout out Diz. We literally had the entire Goblin squad on stream today, I'm pretty sure. That's hilarious.
Truly a shame it's not the Goblin Gang.
No, somebody said this on my Discord, so I was like, what the fuck? So I tried Googling it.
Oh.
Oh, that's not very specific.
Yeah, exactly. I think I don't know if it was a typo or
What's going
something.
on?
Why are you going home, dude?
I'm so.
Oh, it's
Hello?
Tyler the Rod Chaplin signing out.
Here.
I don't want
You don't want a giant crunch bar to wake you up, dude?
that. Dude, I look like I'm a soft.
Your first tournament back, and you're not even gonna see top 8 through.
I just played top 8.
We're not done.
Yeah, you could. They could play top 4, and you got to stay and watch.
It's 10:13 on
Yeah,
Tuesday
fine.
night at
Stay and
versus
watch.
games, dude. I want to go home.
And Theo Vito Mall,
Yo,
everybody,
Goblin Boys
for the
not
folks at
following, too.
home.
Big
That's
shout out.
right. Brr, 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 brr.
Shout out Gob, dude. You can't go home. Tournament's not over yet.
I'm hungry.
So
okay,
am I.
same. Yeah.
Give me everything in the fridge and I'll stay.
There is nothing to eat in the.
Why
fridge.
would you want
There's
that?
a lot of liquids. That's it.
It's just very, it's a very strange ask.
All right. Anyways. Shout out Tyler. Welcome back to the game, dude.
All right, bye guys.
See you, dude.
Bye.
Heard the champion slow played himself to win. Oh my god.
Little reduce guy on the Sabi. What are we doing to it? Another reduce. You don't have cards in hand, Poobie. Those are all bricks. No, we still have the Sabo we can counter with, I believe. For 1. Nope, we're not. And yeah, that'll go down to 2 left. And a 6 swing to life. Poobie will take that. And this Sabo should be going away here with the first Moria. And I'm sure Poobie's just like, oh, I can do that too. And you'll see soon enough. Yep. There's 2 more from the Suru. And of course, it's at 0 now. The Brook comes in and reduces it by 1. Doesn't need 2 and clears it off the board. Looks like Fornam struggling with space there. There you go. Find a way, find a way, find a way. I like to put my characters in numerical order of cost. But that's my own struggle. Now here as Poobie, are we going to see the parade of Morias? Back-to-back Moria? Finally at the 10 Dawn, so presumably, sure he's just scoping out his targets. What do we value getting rid of the most? Obviously, there's 2 Brooks out there, so the 3-cost Brook we don't love sticking. There's already a stage we can't get rid of. But this brook is also a 3 cost. Don't love that Rebecca's still there, of course, but then there's the towering Moria. A couple different fronts that Poopy's trying to decide on how to tackle. 10 Dawn to start with. Looks like he's eyeing up a 2 and an 8 in the Suru and the Gecko Moria. That is 3 Gecko Moria in hand, wasn't it?
Mm.
Crazy. Another day of Thriller Bark. I mean, I feel like the Sindri clears the Suru with minor opposition. I don't think this, I mean, I don't know if we want to 5 pressure the Brook with leader. Just not sure how Poopy wants to spend his full 10. I mean, 8's going to be on Gecko. We know that much. I don't think there's a world where he doesn't put down a Gecko Moria this turn. It's the last 2 Dawn. Is he going to go 2 to play down Suru? Use those 2 Dawn on leader to swing 7 at something? Suru? Maybe? Poopy, the master in the art of anticipation.
I don't know if I'd call it that.
Again, truly sporting a frame of I am every poker player you've ever known. Man. There it is. Suru finally dropped. And for some reason in my head I thought Suru was a 1 drop. So I'll put down the Brook down to 1 cost. I just love how I don't know what our game plan with us in no, yeah. He's like the Suru? No, definitely not the Suru. Sindri is going to take out the Suru. I just want the Sindri to attack Suru. Clearly. Yep, that will clear both of those out. Helmeppo so useful for getting that reduction and even a couple of copies in the Gecko Moria deck. Helping clear the board out here a little bit. Helping Poopy stabilize. And are we seeing a 6 into his Brook? Yup. Gonna try and get as many cards out of hand as possible. And passing it back over. How will Fornam respond to this? Does he have another Gecko Moria of his own? No, maybe not. He's doing a 5 swing first, milling 2. Of course, we've known Poopy to counter out early, right? So the thought here as Fornam is we're attacking 5 lead. He might be taking life now. There's no blocker out on the board. Okay, so the 5 went to the Helmeppo to clear that. I don't hate it. Also note, Sindri did not attack Suru, and I'm upset, low-key.
I mean, you didn't need to.
No, I don't, but I needed the board to get cleared up a little bit. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. This is coming from a problem side of me, Alex. Don't look too much into it.
It's the same thing if
stop
you leave
yelling at me.
I will never stop yelling
You're
at you.
screaming at me. Don't do this. Save it for the car ride home.
I need you to stop.
We'll talk about this on the ride home. Fornam's got a plan. Does he have the will to do it? Suru in hand. Was that an A-drop Moria? Feigning already his choices. What's her 2 on?
For 2.
Yeah. It's another stage. Crazy place.
Yeah, let me just reduce some more.
Yeah. I mean, it's It's not an impossible game. Nope. We're gonna cast the Helmet Bow, reducing 4 down to 1. 8 drop Moria. He's making sure his math is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is down to 3 and a 1 there. 3 will bring it down to 1. 1 each. Lucci will KO both. Send 3 back to the bottom. It's another day in the neighborhood. As Lucci door. And a 6k to life. We're expecting Poopy take it, but he does have a 2k in hand if he wants to use it. And I think he will. Yeah, and of course he does, because he's not able to defend out of that Gecko swing whatsoever. Now, the folks at home may know that Poopy has more Gecko Morias where that came from. Oh, no, hold the phone there. Yeah, that Gecko is just played. Now, it's not that good. It's not that good. Put that back.
My God, can you imagine if the Gecko had Rush? Dude?
No,
like,
because that would no. I can't, because that would be absolutely ridiculous. That's beyond.
Just wait till there would be
riots.
Just wait till they make a character that says all your black 7 cost or more have Rush.
I'll top it off with if you were able to KO character by card effect, which is what the deck is supposed to do. So it's like, okay, you did your job. Here's another benefit. Rush.
Absolute mad.
Hey, you deserve this. You needed this.
That's just mad.
Yeah. I'm sure Fornum's like, he's got another Gecko. But even so, right? I mean, 2 Geckos are now maintained on Fornum's side of the board. So, like, even if you are as Poopy, like, you come back with 1 Gecko and you bring a couple of characters to even out the board here, you're still not meeting the Gecko quota. You're behind on the Gecko quota.
Mm-hmm.
And as we said earlier, he's at the mercy counter-wise as to what he gets off his life. He countered early, and he countered hard. I mean, debatably, he had to. It's just here's where we are now. If Poopy's not able to maintain the board here, these swings from Fornum, even at base, could clear, get through. You know, Borsellino, a great card in this kind of matchup. Of course, 4-drop Brook kind of dealing with it. 6-cost Brook dealing with it. But Borsellino typically is tough to a sticky character, if you will, to get off the board because it's hard to deal with. And of course, we saw as Poopy, we saw quite a few Borsellino hit the trash. Through some mills. So probably not seeing that, but I mean, maybe Gecko Moria does choose a Borsellino to bring back. Quick solution to that would just be a stage, which we already have, and another 6-cost Brook. Problem solved. Proceed to swing with everything I have, which are nukes. Really, the 8-drop 9k stat line. Like, without any blockers out on Poopy's side, each of those Geckos, if allowed to live next turn, are each taking a life.
Absolutely crazy, just countering out.
I think that no, it's 7.
Well, yeah, I meant the 7 into the 6k Brook.
Oh, Fornum wants the pressure that he's like, you know, if you remove anything, okay. But these 2 that means you may not be able to take out one of these Geckos. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay with countering right now to save that body. You know, I feel like you feel pretty good right here as Fornum. Poopy's got to drop the Gecko Moria. We know he just has to. If he uses those on, that's it. He can't do it anymore. I'm not sure there's a better play.
Oh no. He does have a Sabo in hand.
Not to say I told you so. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. But we're gonna see a 3 and a 3, and we'll let that go. Of course, that would be crazy to block that. And now we know that yeah, because of that Dawn usage, Gecko is not possible. So sure, we'll let that go. Okay, Sabo draw 2. We're gonna. This for Poobie is just trying to stay in the game. I think.
Yeah.
Find some counter because oh man, I'm sure if Poobie hasn't already told for, and I'm like, dude, I had like 3 Gecko, 4 Gecko, in fact, crazy. But I think with that Sabo play there, writing might be on the wall as Poobie.
Yeah, I think that's...
It's never a great feeling to start with a low hand size, play a Sabo when you're just kind of crossing your fingers that it works out, you know, because you're drawing 2, but you're trashing 2. At a low hand size, it's not much of a plus. There's the first nuke. I like it. 9 to test the hand. If we take it, we feel great. We are taking it. Okay.
It looked like it could have been a trigger.
Another nuke. That's it. That's surely it. A 9 will now come down, and surely you didn't get enough counter to deal with that. I don't think he did. I think he can survive it, but he's toast after that. When the both character and leader swing. I think here he has to. No, there's a 2 and 3 ones. Yeah, so he got out of that, but there's 2 swings left. That's it. But yep, he did everything he could there. I mean, Poobie tried to stay at high life as long as he could. Did see 3, 4 Morias. Fornam just able to get there. Stage is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Of course, it looks
how it
like
goes.
everyone else has finished their game celebrating in their long, hard day of battles. But I think that's it.
They could play top 4. I don't
Okay.
think so, because it's literally like their gang in top 4 now, so I don't know if they want to team kill each other. So don't go anywhere.
Here's where we'll find out where friendships will be tested. Well, we'll find out in the next few moments. Stay tuned.
And that's going to be another wrap for this one, y'all. As always, thank you so much for watching. You can check out our latest video upload right here. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. And as always, keep on gaming, gamers, versus games.